Hello and welcome to This Week Those Books Aloud. I'm Rashmi Roshan Lal.
And I'm Michael Macy.
This week we're looking at a contested issue.
What is it?
It's about US school names and the Palestinians' May 15 Nakba Day.
Well, what is the connection between the two?
They're both about the selection or invention of national symbols of shared identity. In fact, one of my favorite quotes is from Milan Kundera. The struggle of man against power is the struggle of memory against forgetting.
Well, what is the background of Nakba Day?
Palestinians mark their Nakba Day or Day of the Catastrophe on May 15. It's the day after Israel declared independence in 1948. Nakba Day was officially commemorated by the United Nations for the first time in 2023. So that's Nakba Day. What's up with US school names?
Well, on May 10th, the school board in the U.S. state of Virginia reversed a name change made after the 2020 George Floyd Black Lives Matter protests. Two schools in Virginia will now once again be named after men who played a seminal role in the southern U.S. state's attempt to secede from the American Union in order to continue slavery.
It's all about the memorialization industry. In fact, commemorative days, just like the names given to public spaces, are like most other national symbols, don't you think? They fulfill the need for recognition, remembrance, and reinforcement of national identity.
Well, that's made clear in our first book, Places of Pain and Shame Dealing with Difficult Heritage, by William Logan and Keir Reeves. Both are Australian professors and experts on cultural heritage. It's a remarkable volume that looks at issues around national museums and memorials in the US, Northern Ireland, Poland, South Africa, China, Japan, Taiwan, Cambodia, Indonesia, East Timor, and Australia.
And the authors even talk about the, quote, global rush of roughly the past 30 years to commemorate atrocities.
What do they mean?
Well, the Hiroshima atomic bomb dome, the only structure to survive the bombing, was listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1996. The Auschwitz concentration camp in 1997. The Robben Island site of Nelson Mandela's imprisonment in 1999.
Well, what's the second book?
The Buried Giant by Kazuo Ishiguro. It's a quite haunting novel on how forgetting may actually be the best way forward.
Well, that sounds interesting. Tell me more.
It's set in the England of the Dark Ages. Two peoples, the Britons and the Saxons, have been at war, but they now live side by side in peace because a mist has fallen across the whole land, taking all their memories, good and bad.
Well, what's the story?
It revolves around the attempt by an elderly couple, Axel and Beatrice, to visit a son they had forgotten even existed. But actually, many see The Buried Giant as an allegorical tale about post-conflict resolution. Better, perhaps, to forget than to remember and seek revenge. That's the concept, perhaps.
It's an intriguing idea that it's better to forget. But don't forget about us. This week, those books will be back again next week.
Yes, keep the faith. Remember,